Right, we are here at Geelong on a beautiful Friday's afternoon, and it's great to catch up with a gentleman I have done one interview with before, but he's a bit camera shy. Craig Jameson, firstly, welcome.
Yeah, good, Paul. Glad to finally hop on.
I've tried you a few times, and you're not that keen on the media side. A lot of people aren't, but nice little story. Nice little win today by Mojito Madness in race 2 here at Geelong. Bit of a problem child from time to time, it's fair to say, this horse, but put best foot forward today.
Yeah, and to be fair, we've, like a lot of the others, we've sort of credit goes to the guys that had them before us, because we got them as older horses. So having educated young ones myself, I know where the work's done. So we just got them, as I say, as older horses. But he's one, and probably Spirited Lass is another that have just physically strengthened and found themselves in the right grade. So I think that's a lot to do with it.
Great gate speed today, that helps, and James Herbertson got away with a couple of nice little quarters and then stepped it up and ran away from very comfortably at the top of the straight. It was all over, wasn't it? Yeah,
and to be fair, as funny as it sounds, the exact mile suits him rather than even 17:20, because he's unfortunately overdoes it, and I can't quite get that out of him as yet, but so the true metric mile, as they say, really suits him, so but if he could ever relax, I do think he could end up in town, because he has got that higher speed, but he just sometimes he can't finish it off due to overdoing it. So that's something we need to work on.
Mojito Madness, he was actually named through COVID, and I believe Dave Scott and his wife living in a caravan. They decided they'd sell a house, got caught up in COVID, ended up living on the son's, or might be the daughter's property, and they were squatting and they were stuck in a caravan. And I'm pretty sure that's how the name actually came about for this horse. You're like you didn't know that, but I do remember talking to him about it. So, but he is a horse that's shown a lot of ability and a lot of promise for a long time.
Yeah, and I remember looking him up when Dylan had him, and as I say, Dylan done a great job with all these, and he won the very first 2-year-old race, I think, when they used to run them early from a stand, and he went phenomenal time from a stand. He looked good early on, but he's always sort of been weak physically, and he's just finally starting to strengthen. So I think the best, even after 50 or so starts, I think the best is yet to come with him.
Yourself and Tone, you working?
There's only 12 there now, because Tony, which is good for him, he's sort of the shoeing's really taken off. So that was always part of the plan. So 12's probably too many now, but I'm lucky I've got my daughter Hayley, and Jacob helps out when he can, because as I say, Tony's away quite a lot of the time now, but I need to give him a mention too, because I feel they're undervalued and undersold. The work he's done on the whole team since I've been training them is a big part of it. A lot of people get the accolades, but I think without the feet these guys are running on now, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. So, shout out to Tone.
I think a big shout out to him, and he is there, because last time I was at the complex, it was in the afternoon, and he was there. I think sometimes we undersell a little bit too. We the people driving the horses are the ones working them, but there's sometimes so much more, and I would imagine he's still there for you to bounce ideas off and have suggestions with.
Yeah, 100%, and when I can't be there, he'll make time to be there, and it's things are getting done as I would do them, and I don't even have to ring him. So that's a huge part of it, and as I say, it's a great gig when you can work with the family. The kids are here today, and I'm fortunate Ange really loves them, and she's a big part of it. She's got her own job, but always finds time to help out. So I just basically give the orders, really, if I'm being honest. So I've got those guys to really thank. So it works good at the moment. I just hope we can we can kick a goal as far as the sport goes in general, but the team's going well at the moment, so we'll just keep working hard and see where it takes us.
How long have you been out here from New Zealand now? 5 years?
No, I think Hayley was saying 3 years, May coming up. So projected in the where you guys would have thought you would be. Like, are you happy with how things are going along? Well, to be fair, it's probably exceeded slightly. I bought along with these guys, there is quite a nice team of 2-year-olds there, coming through. So, and Dave Scott and his crew have we've been fortunate there. They've kept replenishing his yearlings as well, and So yeah, there's plenty more than enough for us to work through at this stage. So we've been very fortunate.
The Cranbourne complex, it's outstanding the way that it looks after the people and the likes. You guys enjoy that part, the training centre that they've got there?
Yeah, well, it's never easy. I mean, ideally you'd love your own place, but we acknowledge having walked the mile in the shoes of home renters and stable renters. You just, you can't. If that place wasn't there, there'd be three of us that wouldn't be there, so or in the game. So it's a huge thing, and that's one thing I've always said, is they have to be commended for it, because there'd be three trainers there less at least, plus probably the hobbyists that wouldn't be involved.
Yeah, and
there's only a minority that can afford, even if that place shut down, their own property to go and carry on. So it's a huge thing.
It's so important too for that side of Melbourne as well, because it is hard to get across there. It's hard to get through the traffic and all the rest, and then to purchase land, let alone being able to afford it, but actually to find land that you can actually do something with too. So it ticks a lot of boxes, the training centre over there.
Yeah, 100%. It's all the small things you probably don't think of. Water tankers, machinery. It's one thing getting the place, but you have to do the upkeep and whatnot. So and it's what I think what a lot of the older statesmen forget is, it's fairly reasonably priced, for what we've got out there. So, as I say, it's the hardest part now is, you take that away, you got your own personal rent and whatnot through the roof, Paul. So it's not easy, but we're fortunate we own our property back home that we rent out. So, but I'm really worried about my kids, how they're going to do what I've done, but. That's part of the reason we came back here, because I think there's more opportunity for them, and hopefully they can do what we've done. We had to go to New South Wales originally to buy our first property, So, our life's just about the kids and
giving them the best chance.
Yeah, 100%. And we're just lucky they enjoy what we do too, because it's a family thing. And at the end of the day, I'm not worried about money can't buy you health and family, mate. So I've got both of them. So I'd rather not have a lot of money and have the family.
I was going to say Mojito Madness won, but your daughter's already here, and they're here, and they're enjoying themselves today.
Yeah,
and you get to spend that time with them.
Yeah, and 100%. And the first text I got when the horse went over the line was from Mum and Dad. They're back home in New Zealand. They don't miss a race, and they do it tough being away from all the grandkids, obviously. But they're a huge part of what we do, and. It's just a family thing, really. Always has been.
So can I clarify, because I'm a bit confused. So, because you bought your first house in New South Wales.
Yeah.
But you are a Kiwi?
Yes. Yeah. No. Well, I went over there. I would have been 12 years ago. Got a good job, good hourly rate. Worked hard, but got the reward for it. And we had a deposit for our first home in about just over 12 months, I think. So
when did you go to New South Wales? So were you born in New Zealand, or were you born?
Yeah, born in New Zealand. Yeah, and then went over early, well, sort of, I can't remember how, about 12 years ago anyway.
Yep. And then since moved to Victoria?
No, moved back home, and we on-sold that place in New South Wales, actually done a right out of it to enable us to buy the 5 acres back home, and then come to Victoria after buying that lifestyle block. Yeah.
Well, you're an expat and a repat, if you want to go that way. You're also a crow eater and a Mexican. You've got everything. You got everything ticked off there at the minute.
Some would probably add a few more names in there too, but and you don't forget the opportunities. I won't forget the opportunities this country's given us. Because without it, we wouldn't have what we've got. So. I'm loyal to this country, and because it's given us what we've got. So can't be more thankful.
Glad you guys are here, mate. And I'm glad you do these chats. Do more of them, so people get to know you more. But well done today. You might end up with 2 winners. I might not be here. I might be here. It doesn't matter that part. It's not about the winners. It's about the journey. As you were saying, Mojito Madness got the win, so I did the interview. But congratulations on your journey so far, and may it continue. One horse, actually. I want to ask about one horse. Crazy. One of the best named horses ever, retired, or
he left us and went to Queensland, and to be honest, I haven't seen him. So
one of the weird. Look it up if you're sitting there watching this. Go and Google his form, and Google it in New Zealand, because he was consistently inconsistent, wasn't he?
Yeah, he could run like a good pacer, but he just unfortunately the top 2 inches weren't there, Paul. You know.
Greatest named horse ever, wasn't he?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, probably why I got on with him. But anyway,
Craig, well done. Thank you very much.
good on you, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.